from out of state, like 2 in Canada, 1 in Maryland, 1 in North Carolina.
Oh, wow.
So I just told them like the supplies that we're using. And one thing I should ask, is there anyone who is opposed to this recording? Let me pause it.
I lived in
Did you really?
Edmonton. Yeah,
Thanks.
Edmonton.
To become
I
a
was
hockey fan?
married one time ago, long time ago, and he played football in Edmonton, Canada for the Eskimos.
Oh,
So we
cool.
were there for a year. Yeah, it was the coldest time of my life, and I came back home. Like,
What position did he play?
defensive end.
Nice. So he's a
Yeah.
big fast guy, huh?
Yeah.
Looks like
And I have 2 big sons out of it. One is a defensive end, plays Missouri State. And
Oh,
then I
wow.
have a offensive lineman who plays right across from him that goes to Eastern Michigan.
Well, that was a very fruitful year.
Hey, that's Anna, that's Shay, that's Jenna, that's Kate, and that's Andy.
All right, I am switching locations, and then I think everyone else is starting to roll in. Oops. Hope it doesn't lose y'all.
Chick painter. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm a little intimidated by the chic painter.
I know. She looks like she has professional parties.
I'm a residential painter. I have no idea how to do canvas. So thanks for this opportunity. This will be
No
fun.
problem.
I'm still wearing my work clothes.
Okay, let's see. Carol's is Lakeisha's group from the Bloomington Housing Authority on? If you're in that group.
With people on your own.
This is weird.
When you get older, do you know they have smoking paints here in Chicago?
How dare you?
Dang, you may want to. I don't have mutant capabilities, so that's gonna make me a host.
Yeah, I will do that right now. I did meet. It was sounded like I think it was a good time going on. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me find you here, my participants. I'm not sure which
one.
I'll just make you host and co-host on them.
Okay, yeah, you got the right one.
Oh, cool.
Is there any way you can re-show us what we're relating?
We haven't started yet, so I think we're.
Oh, we haven't?
We're just about.
Okay.
My participation, so she started and I'm starting to.
So I have a second profile. I don't know if you all can see it, but it's a peacock, and that is what we're going to be painting today. Let me see if I can pin myself.
Should we put the blue dots on there? Or?
No, I was just I have not yet. I just will have that on mine. Let's see.
Okay.
I thought I pinned it, but maybe when I lost host it.
I think I already painted.
She's gonna walk her kid to the bus stop in like 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, can you all see it?
We're about 10 minutes in. Let's go ahead and start. Let me.
I have a 24-year-old.
So welcome everybody. My name is Dan Sokolsky. I'm an addict and an alcoholic, and well, I should say a person in recovery. And we are here for the ROSC Recovery Sober Artist Paint Night, whatever you want to call it. This is our second one. We did one last fall, and very pleased to see we have a much bigger turnout. So that's great. We really appreciate everybody being here to support the ROSC and taking part in some recovery recreation. And that's one of the things we try to do with the McLean County ROSC, which is a community coalition trying to bring recovery support and help to all of our citizens who are touched by recovery in some way. But one of the things we try to do is, put recreational things out there to help people with boredom, create new coping mechanisms, and just kind of have fun together and realize that, we don't need that stuff, substances, alcohol, whatever it might be, to enjoy life. So in a moment, I'm just going to turn it over to Keisha, and she will do her thing. This is kind of like Bob Ross style. Hope everybody's got their supplies. And she's just going to walk us step by step through the process of the peacock. If you received a unprepped blank canvas, I apologize. I did the best I could to spread them out. So hopefully you can kind of, as you go through the process, sort of replicate, or maybe you can sketch it out real quick. I don't know, or just kind of go on your own and do like a picture of space or a mountain or something. I don't know. Point is, we're just having fun, and we're just, hanging out, and just happen to be painting too. So thank you once again. And Keisha, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Daniel. My name is Keisha. I want to say thank you all for letting me come here today and be able to show something that I love doing. My name is Keisha. I'm here in Normal, Illinois. I am not a professional painter at all. I've been painting since I was 8, though. I started out painting comic books, and then I just learned how to, as I got older, became an adult, I just started using painting as a form of therapy. It's something that helps me relax. It's something I enjoy when I'm doing with my kids. It's an opportunity for me and my kids to be able to talk about what's going on with them, be able to communicate. So I do paint parties with some of my friends. I'm a part of a sorority, Sigma Gamma Rho. So we usually do a lot of social gatherings together, and this is a good opportunity just for us to be able to talk, unwind, and talk and play music, and just spend time together. So first things first, no one here on this room, besides probably the chick painter, is a professional painter. So I want you all to just relax, have fun. There's no such thing as a mistake when painting, or no such thing as a mistake in art. Anything that you do is something that you truly want to do, and we can correct anything. So I don't want anyone having any stress like, oh, my picture doesn't look like yours. It's not supposed to. Your picture is supposed to be what you see. So I just want that to be known. So don't stress out about this, and I just want you all to have a good time. So I said before, I have a second profile in here that's a picture of a peacock. That's the picture that we're going to be drawing today. You do not have to use the same colors. You do not have to draw a peacock if you don't want to. But I wanted you all to just be able to um, just have a good time and relax. You can keep up with us. I'll be going through things step by step. If you feel that you got it and you want to go up ahead a little bit, feel free to do so. Okay. So if anybody has any questions, go ahead and holler out at me, and I'll be able to step you through. Now, my picture is not going to look like that picture. So I just want that to be known too. I'm just using that as a template on what I'm attempting to do. So everybody just sit back and relax. What we're going to start out with is just our basic primary colors. So if you have a yellow, if you have a blue, if you have a little red, it could be an orange or a red if you want to. Black or and green. So we're just using most primary colors. And I don't know if you all know that, but primary colors are just like colors that can be used to create other secondary colors. So I don't know, Daniel, did everybody get paint kits this time?
Yeah,
Everybody got paint kits?
everybody should have the primary colors plus a couple fun ones thrown into
Okay, cool.
pink or purple or something.
All right. So these here are like little paint kits. You can also find them at Michael's if you decide you want to do a little bit of painting on your own or having your own little paint party with your family. So these are just nice because it has all different types of paint brush styles inside of them. So the first one we have here is a stencil brush. And this is a stencil brush. It's wood with round flat top. So this is going to be good for dabbing and swirling. So this is what you call a stencil brush. The next in your little kit, you're going to have what's called a pouncer, right? The pouncer is a little round foam brush, and this is to help create texture. So I don't know if you can see that, but that's a pouncer. Then you're going to have a foam brush, and this is good for absorbing. It absorbs paint. It's good. It's smooth. If you want to do edges, it has a nice clean edge on it. So this is a foam, it's called a foam brush pretty much. And then you have wedges, right? These here are the little yellow wedges. Wedges, they get dirty though, but they're good for smoothing, for doing blending. They're good for like finishing off things. So these are your wedges. Then you have what's called a flat. A flat is like, it's the green brush. It has a flat top. You know, this is the good when you want to lay paint out, make it smooth and crisp. If you turn it up vertical, like up and down, I don't know if you can see it. If you turn it, gotta see how you can do it this way. But if you turn it up and down, this is good for when you want to do lines, and when you want to turn it flat, this is good for brush strokes. Okay. Then you have these other two, which is like your blue one. These are just called riggers. These are the skinny ones. And these are just good for like fine line writing. These are called riggers here. So on each of your brushes, you have what's called the handle, right? And this metal part, sometimes it's metal, sometimes it can be plastic. This is called a ferrule. And then the brush part is called a tuff, right? So that's just the parts of your brushes. You know, if you see mine at home, they have like teeth marks on them because sometimes I'll be like doing two things at one time, switching out colors and stuff like that. All right. So tonight we got the peacock, and I don't know if you all, for those that did not get a chance to get one of the preset ones, it's kind of easy to do. I don't know if you all can see this. I hope you can. Can you see this kind of good? Let me see. Let me pin myself. Maybe I can. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I can't see myself. Okay.
I think I pinned you.
All right. So I don't know if you can see, but pretty much your peacock, if you just do kind of like a little S here. And again, this does not have to be perfect. You're gonna just drop down for a beak, just come out and do a wide bottom. And then here I just made one wavy curve. And then here I just made pretty much ovals. They don't have to be exact, but you just got ovals, and these are going to be your feathers, right? Okay, so that's for those who have not gotten a preset one. So you just want to do like an S, match it on this side, make a nice good belly, do one big wavy line up to the top, and then make your ovals, and then that's how you make your feathers, right? Anybody have any questions so far? Okay, so we're gonna get started with our feathers. Now again, if you're looking at my picture and you don't want to start with your feathers, you don't have to. I just think this is just an easier way to go step by step. You can do one feather at a time, and you can blend if you want to, or you can just do it step by step. So you're just gonna put just a dab of blue. Sometimes I just use like a like a plate or something at home. A lot of times we get those junk mailers in the mail, especially during election time. There was nice hard cardboard. I'll use that. So you probably need about maybe that much of paint on your plate so far. Am I going out of focus? Camera don't know what I want to focus on. Okay, so you can do this one or two ways. You can either use your pouncer or you can use your flat brush. All right. Hopefully you have some water nearby. I don't. And it could be just like a small cup of water. Don't have to be anything big. right? And you just want to take your blue here. So I'm just using my flat. And then I'm just going to go ahead and paint a nice circle in the fat part of my feather here. All right. Does not have to be a complete circle, does not have to be perfect. So even if you just want to use your pouncer, you just dab your pouncer if you want to. And you could use that if you want. So it's really up to you. Okay. All right. Now when you clean your brush, you can either use like a paper towel. You can just use like a regular paper towel if you want to. If you're going to paint often, I have an old towel that I use that I paint a lot with. If you really want to get gross and disgusting, like I had kids, I would take their old t-shirts, even their old underwear. I don't know why, but boys' underwear seem to absorb paint good, and that cleans your brush pretty good too. So that was just like a little trick I learned. So you just want to go ahead and clean off your brush. And so then we are going to go to red. All right. And again, you only need a small dab. You don't need a lot. Maybe about that much red. And then what we're going to do is we're going to top off our blues with this red. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You can go over the blue a little bit if you want to, because we're going to blend these later. Just go just like that. You could use a small thin brush. You could take your flat and you can turn your flat sideways if you want to. You could take a rigger if you want. If you want to make a thin line and make small red lines if you want. You can do it whichever way you want to. So you just go ahead and do red. I know it looks horrible, doesn't it? It's all right. I'm gonna fix it up a little bit. I think this one I'm gonna blend a little bit. Right? So these are starting to be the colors that's gonna go into your peacock feathers. So then you want to take a yellow. Don't need a lot. Again, you probably just need about that much yellow. I'm going to take my flat. And I'm going to take my yellow. And then I'm going to go all color in the rest of my feather. And it's okay if I blend it with the red, if I get a little red on it, that's perfectly fine. And if you ever get like this one here, I pulled in too much red from mixing it over, you just get some more yellow and put it on top And it's going to turn a little bit orange, but that's perfectly fine. And you're just going to go ahead and make those peacock colors. So a little bit about the peacock. The peacock is really what's called a fowl. You know, it's a part of the pheasant family. And a male peacock is called a peacock. But a female peacock is called a peahen. Just a little trivia there. So little known fact about the peacock is that the peacock was found in, first peacock was ever found in 1936. And it was discovered in 1946. After its first feather was found in 1913 in the Congo. So they had been looking for this bird for close to 15 years, trying to figure out what bird had these feathers. The peacock is one of the largest flying birds. I've never seen a peacock fly though, but it's one of the largest flying birds there are. So I'm gonna do a little bit of blending here with my wedge, just to blend some of this color in for my feathers. I know it doesn't look like much now, but I'm just gonna take a wedge and I'm just gonna blend those colors in. And these are just the eyes of the peacock tail. Yeah.
Are you supposed to blend them till like you can't tell the colors apart, or do you want them to? Or are they supposed to be like distinct still?
They can be distinct. You can blend them together because we're gonna put another color in between these. But again, it can all blend together. It doesn't have to be any particular way. Like mine doesn't look good to me yet because I'm doing it backwards, so to speak. But no, you can blend them together because we're going to use some different colors to blend all of this together, to tie them all together, I guess. Can anybody guess what color? There are three colors of peacocks. There's a blue, there's green, and there's brown. Can anybody guess which one is the male peacock?
I'm gonna guess green.
Anybody else got any guesses? Actually, the green peacock is the female. Female peacocks come in two different colors. They come in brown and green. Yeah. The blue peacocks, if you see a blue peacock, that's a male. Most male birds have the most vibrant colors because they have to attract females. So they have to go above and beyond to get our attention.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, they make the female birds so ugly sometimes.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that they're ugly. I just said we don't need all that flair. We don't need all the thrills and frills. But the green peacock actually is an endangered species. There are more brown female peacocks than there are green, and the green ones are considered endangered right now.
Hmm.
And the green peacock has to actually be separated because the green peacock is the most aggressive. It'll attack other ones, other fowl in the area. Now, don't be worried if some of your blue and your yellow mix together and make green, and that's actually a perfect lead into what we're going to do next. All right. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make the body of your peacock. So you could either make a female peacock if you want to do a green, if you want to do a blue. So we're going to work on the body of the peacock next. I know my picture is of a male, but if you want to do a female, make it green or brown, you can do that. But all you're going to do is just go ahead and just start painting in the body of your peacock. Now there's some different types of painters. Some painters like really distinctive lines, which means that like they need a cutoff point. And then there's some painters like myself who do a lot of blending. Like I don't believe in like staying in the lines. I'm a little bit of what do you call that? A radical, not a radical, but a misfit when it comes to lines. I don't really like staying into the lines very much. So you can just go ahead and paint the body. How you can, there's different types of strokes you can do. Like I usually do like a long back and forth stroke. There's some people who paint like this, which is like make little skips, which is okay. So you can paint however you feel most comfortable. The key to painting too is making sure that you have enough paint on your brush, and that gives you a good color, especially on canvases. Because if not, sometimes you get those white texture if you don't go all the way through. If you don't wet your brush good. I have a niece who likes painting with her finger. So whenever we're painting, she usually just sticks her finger in paint and she just goes to town with it. So whatever is comfortable for you, whatever technique you like best. Yeah. So blue is one of my favorite colors because colors have different energies. And so blue is like a calming color for me. like there's different types of energy that you can find in colors. There's negatives and there's positives. So, for example, red is a high energy color, but it also can mean um, it increases your blood pressure. So red, the color red increases your blood pressure. It symbolizes fire, but it also symbolizes passion and love. So there's each color has a different type of energy, a negative and a positive. So with blue, blue is like a calm color. It symbolizes stability, but it on the negative side, it can also mean sadness. It can also mean um, lackluster. So, it just really depends on when you look at different energies and what you see in colors. I was making a quilt for my nephew, and I was trying to figure out a base color. And my sister suggested, oh, well, why don't you use red? And I'm like, well, red is a bad color. She was like, well, I thought red was a love color or a passionate color. So I don't like using reds because I think it's a warning or it's danger. So the color is really comes from what type of energy the person puts into it. So she was seeing it as a positive, and I was looking at the red as a negative. So different colors have different energies. So yellow is a color for like happiness and hope. And but it's also on the negative side, it can means like um cowardly, like a yellow belly, or it means mourning in certain cultures. So depending on what your color is what you see. All right. Let me see this line over here. All right. Okay. So Daniel, what's your birthday? You don't have to give me the year. What's your birthday?
July 30th.
What is July 30th?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, did you know that your birthday has a color assigned to it?
I didn't.
Yeah,
Blue is my favorite color too, but I'd be curious to
July
know.
30th. Well, your color actually is red for July 30th.
Really?
July 30th says your color is red, which enhances passion, power, excitement, and strength. Orange, you like oranges in your environment, and it gives you confidence. And purple reflects your giving personality, and it should bring you luck.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I like red too. Red and blue are my favorites.
Yeah, so mine is December 12th.
Okay, what's that? That was blue or?
Um, Actually, no. December 12th, my color is also red as well, but I do like wearing greens for some reason. Like hunter's green is like a good color that look good on me,
Yeah,
and green is my power color. It's to help me. When I wear green, I feel like I can overcome obstacles.
cool. What about January 2nd?
January 2nd. Let's see.
That's my daughter who's sitting next to me, but not on camera.
Oh, okay. January 2nd. Her color is silver. It stimulates her imagination. She likes blues in her environment that will prevent depression and disappointment. And green is also her power color.
Cool.
Pablo's is the 3rd. Could you read his?
January 3rd. Oh, that's cool. His color is black, which creates a sense of protection. He likes blues in his environment because it helps him avoid being disorganized. And some of his wardrobe colors is green because he looks the best in it.
True.
Yeah, so certain days have colors as well, with your birthdays and stuff like that. So it'd be good for you all to find out what your power color is. All right, so hopefully some of you all have gotten to your body here. So what we want to do is we want to get some green, right? And again, you don't need that. Well, you may need a little bit more of the green than normal. So green is going to be your base of your tail here. It's probably about that much green. Again, you can take your wedge if you want to. You can use your brush here if you want. And then you want to pretty much put your greens and you just want to define your feather eyes here. So just go ahead and just go in between your feathers here. So like I'm just turning my brush sideways. I'm just using the tip of it. And I'm just going along my edges here. Again, you can blend it over into the body if you want. So usually on a Friday night, I'm at home. My kids have taken my car and I'm just in here. I could be painting, sewing, listening to music, having a good old time. And again, you don't have to have, doesn't have to be perfect. If you want to take your flat brush, clean that off kind of good. Dab that in your green. You can use your flat brush if you want to. And give it some texture. Again, you don't have to be perfect and, you know, on the lines. You can blend it into your yellows if you want. If you want to give your, use your pouncer if you want. If you want to do it like just a dab and give it that spongy dab look, you can do that. Yep.
Isha, I
Go
have a
ahead.
question.
Yes.
If you use green for the body, how would you do then the tail?
You can use blue for your
Blue
tail.
instead?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Green
If
body
you,
and then blue tail.
yeah, you can use that. You can use a blue or a green for your tail. If you want to do brown, you can do brown for a tail because that's the color of a female peacock if you want to.
Okay. So I use green for the body, then I can use brown for the tail.
Yes, if you want to. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
You can use pink if you want to. It's up to you. You can do anything you want. It's your peacock. Let me see. Do I have any browns up here? Let me see. Let me see what a brown will look like. So if you use brown, and if you need to make brown, so if you don't have brown, you can use a let's see, brown makes hold on. Let me see what make brown. Thought I had that. Oh, brown is not a. If you want to make a brown, you could add a dab of black with a little bit of yellow and red, and you may come up with a nice color brown, just depending on what your color is if you do not have a brown. But you have to play with that if you're going to do that. So yeah, if you want to use brown. Yeah. And again, you don't have to make them perfect. And you're not going to make a mistake because there's no such thing as mistake in art. Yeah. So that's what, if I'm going to do a brown. It's hard to see. Okay. Yeah. So then different colors have different temperatures too. So like a brown is more like of a neutral color, but warm colors are like red, orange, yellows. Those are considered warm colors. And of course, there's cool colors, which are the greens, the blues, purples. Those are cool colors. Oh, here's my blue hat. Okay. So after you get your greens laid out on here, I'm sorry, but if I was in person, I'll be walking around making sure everybody was kind of caught up to the same place. So if I'm going too fast, let me know. So now once you get your green through your colors you want to, then you can start defining some of these eyes of this tail. So you take your black, then you're going to use some white, but you're going to start with black first. And you only need like a dab of black. And then I would probably take one of your riggers, like your red or your green brush here. And then what you would do is you just start from like the base of your peacock here. And then you would just go right along under all of your eyes. And this is just defining your eyes of your peacock feather there. Right. See that? You don't have to make it thick. You can make it a light. You can do like a light brush stroke, which means you just do something like this. You don't have to make a strong line like I did in here. You can just whip it, lightly brush it.
Here's mine.
Hello. Thank you so much. We're all talking about doing this again. My phone's about ready to go dead, and I can't find my charger.
Your
So,
phone's gonna go dead.
Thank you.
Hey, we're gonna get this. I have a playroom set up.
Mhm.
They're gonna set their room up like that too.
Here's mine.
Here's mine.
Ah, okay. So you know what else you could do? You could just,
You get a really good shot too. Look at hers. Yeah.
oh, hold on. Let me see if I can ping you.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
Those are
I'm
cool.
not
Now,
at all.
and then this background here, all you have to do is just add some color, whatever color
Okay.
energy you want, and then it looks like you're good.
Yeah, you know what? I don't do this kind of painting at all, so I'm not knowledgeable at all. So I really appreciate all your knowledge with paintbrushes and the color scheme and all of that. And I'm an OCD person. That's what makes me a good residential painter. I will spend hours on this. Like, I want more time.
And that's
Need to
fine.
process.
You
I
could
mean,
totally do that.
Deep thinker. Awesome. No, thank you so much for doing this. And but please, get a hold
Thank
of
you
us
for
again. if
joining
you
us.
can. No, thank you.
We'll definitely be doing more. We're gonna try
Yeah,
and do
no,
it like
for sure.
quarterly.
No, because every other time I've ever heard of anybody doing this, they do it in a bar, and I'm like, it's not something I want to do anymore.
Nah.
So I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We might get all of us girls together to do it. I don't know if you guys know, but we're at the Labyrinth House. So
Yeah.
Oh,
that's great.
yeah. I can't wait till we open up so then we can do these in person. I have a lot of fun when we're in person.
no, yeah, for sure. Are you part of the mentor program?
Blending them.
No, Daniel
No,
hooked. I
yes.
knew one of my sorority sisters worked with Daniel, and he connected me with him and his group, and
Yeah,
they just asked
let's
me to
do
do
that.
them
I'm telling my
sometime.
mentor.
and just go back and forth.
So
I'm
yeah,
telling my mentor we should do this for the mentor mentee thing because we're doing stuff online right now. So I'm so saying something to her. This would be so much fun. You're
yeah,
gonna be
kids
booked
love
up.
them. They do them for birthday parties, and I've had
How much do you charge?
no. Sometimes I just like doing it.
Oh, really?
Mhm,
That's
Yep,
awesome.
yep.
I
I
thought-
like volunteering for groups.
Yeah.
So,
I do my service work for painting, regular
yeah.
painting. So I hear
So,
you there.
yeah,
Important.
I'm big on service because somebody helped me
Yeah.
one time when I needed it. So I always feel like I gotta pay it forward or give it back to somebody else.
Well, yeah, and it's the way the circle of life should just evolve, and your life will evolve if you do that. So I'm a big believer in service work.
Yeah.
Big time. So yeah, I'm totally passing the word, and I'm hoping to see you again soon.
No problem. Thanks for coming though.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Thank you. Nice meeting everybody.
We still have some other labyrinths too, right?
Okay, where,
I think we got.
What?
how much more?
No, we're
I'm trying
all
to-
labyrinth, we were all together.
We were all
Oh,
together,
okay.
3 of us.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, but maybe
So
I can go
you,
find my
you were
phone.
with Sarah?
With that?
Yeah, Sarah's the one that told you about this?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Manager.
No, and I appreciate the fact that you gave us all the stuff. I mean, like the canvas and the paints.
Yeah,
That's
there should be enough to, at least for paints to keep doing
Oh,
it.
yeah,
you
we
know.
got plenty.
Yeah, she had some paint underneath her sink, so that was cool. And I do have like paint brushes, so like little ones.
So, yeah, we were hooked up. We
Yeah,
had plenty.
we're set up completely. I'm gonna go try to see if I can't find my phone charger. I thought it could work with.
Like just purple.
Probably in your car then.
Well, I'm
Okay.
glad you came. Have a good
Thank
weekend.
you.
So then you can also take some white if you want. Or if you have a little bit of purple at home, whatever you want. And you can also use that to add some definition to your, just make a little line right under the black, and that'll also give you texture and depth to your feathers. And if you want, on your blue circles, you could make like a little half moon at the bottom of them, just to give them a little detail. It always surprises me that when I do these, somebody shows me their painting. I'm like, oh my God, you're almost a professional. This is my first time. So you also want to do, like, give your body a little bit of texture as well to make it look a little round. You can take a white and just put a little, like, lightly brush it up against the curve of your bird, and that'll give your bird a little bit of depth to it. You could do the same thing around the eye, right around the head, and you can make a little eye there. Yep. So then what we can do, your biggest part next is your background. So your background could be anything that you want it to be. It could be your energy color. It could be something like if you want to put it up in a room and you want it to match your decor in your house. So your background could be whatever it is that you want it to be. So I'm going to go with a little bit of orange on mine. And whenever you're doing like large spaces, you can use a wedge. A wedge is a good brush for large spaces because it's a good absorber and it's a good spreader as well. So you take your wedge here, and then you could just make strokes. And again, your background, it doesn't have to be real defined. It could be just like light strokes. Again, if you want to use your pouncer and give it texture, you can do that. All this is just the background. of your painting. If you want to use your round brush, if you want to use that one, that does texture as well. If you do it flat on, it makes a texture, or if you use it as a brush, it gives different texture too. Another thing about painting is all about experimentation. The more you do it, you find your own techniques.
Damn it.
And it can come out, if it may not come out the way that you want, you can always make adjustments to it, correct it.
Damn it.
Like, I never paint inside the lines. Sorry, with Taylor Swift's coming on sometime, I gotta turn that up. Uh-oh. Yeah. Is everybody doing okay out there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yep.
So if you see on the picture, I don't know if you can see it, sometimes the feathers are like got a little flare to it. So if you want to do that, you could take any of these colors and all you do is just whip these colors out. Like if you want to do like some flares on your picture, you don't have to. If you don't want to mess it up, you want it to stay the way you like it, you can do that too. I just thought that was a cute idea. Like that one I didn't like too much. So I'm going to cover it up. Ooh. Yeah. So your background can be any type of way that you want to be. It doesn't have to look exactly like the picture. If you see mine does not look like the picture. Candace, you look like you're real. Are you frozen? Candace looks like she's really into it. How you doing, Antoinette? Is it coming out?
It's I came in late, but I kind of picked up where y'all were at, and so this is
Yeah. So you just need to add your little circles on your little blues.
yeah. I gotta stop going out messing up my colors, but this is fun. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Because I would be sitting around here bored out my mind. My Friday nights are not lit. They are so boring. Lame, as I like to say, and calm.
No, it's not lame.
No, I'm so happy with my calm life. No chaos.
It's called peace.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah,
Amen
it's
to
called
that.
peace. Shay, Jenna, how you all are doing? Uh-oh, they just twirling around in their chairs. Daniel, what was that group called? Where they at?
Pardon me?
What was the group?
Oh,
The
Labyrinth?
Labyrinth House.
Yeah.
So how you all doing at the Labyrinth House? Oh, they
I
talking.
think they might have.
Yeah, they left.
Wait.
No, it's another group. What's
Yeah,
the other
we're
group?
with
Two. Because one was with Sarah, and then
Strive.
another was.
Yeah, we're YW Strive with YWCA.
Okay.
That's right. Okay.
So it's like an extension of Labyrinth House.
Got you.
Got it. I want to see their pictures.
You told me I was gonna do like a little clip.
Oh, I know. They might not be able to hear you.
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, we were doing a team building night, so we decided to join you. This is perfect.
Well, these are the needles.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, they're using crafts from now.
I'll use that for the white. Well, actually, the red is crisp. To take that back.
What color is it?
Candace, let me see your
can do
picture
red.
again. Yours look like a little Picasso painting.
Or something similar.
Ooh, look at that. That's cute. Khalees, what are you doing? Did you finish yours yet? You mute. I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. All right. Angelica, you still got your partner, or did he fall off?
No, he's just outside of the frame. He's over here. But here's mine. It's kind of dark in here.
Oh,
Nice.
that's cute.
Thanks. I like purple, so I'm just trying to add more of it. You want to show yours?
He's like, what?
Dan, is your daughter doing the painting with you?
She is. She's kind of doing her own thing, and then she started helping me to not do mine. We kind of went off in a little direction because we didn't have a sketched one. So we're doing like a sunset, and then it gets darker as it goes to the top, and then it's like a space scene sort of at the top.
Oh,
cute.
And she did butterflies.
Can't always go bad with butterflies.
ring around it.
Does the eyes have to be yellow?
No, the eyes can be any color you want it to be.
Pass me your markers.
Yeah.
Just put in the.
Eyes can be any color you want to be.
I'll take it.
Sammy, do you mind? What's your birthday, Sammy?
March 10th.
March 10th. Oh,
Like,
let's see. March 10th. You got a wild guess what your color is?
purple?
Close. It's pink. Which means compassion. Violet in your environment keeps you empathetic towards others. And maroon gives you confidence. So,
Interesting.
yeah. I found this book. Someone gave me a book for my for a birthday, and then it had like all everybody's birth. It has a birthday, but it gives you like what your color is, and it gives you like other little knickknacks in it about like what your favorite bird is, what your favorite star is that represents your birthday, and that type of thing. So I thought it was kind of cool. So sometimes I do these parties, I'll ask people their birthdays, and then you can find out what color you know that represents you well. Yeah. So you have what's called white space, which means you have this open space on here. So whenever you do a painting, I would suggest that you would take one of your riggers and always sign your painting, because you never know. You may become famous one day and you may be worth some money. So always sign your paintings and show them off, because you know, this is just something that you felt in your energy today. Yeah, those girls are, I can't think what their names are. I'm looking at the group. Shay and Jenna. Did you all finish your paintings? You want to show your paintings? They're like, no.
I think that may be a group from the Housing Authority, or maybe
Okay.
that's the other Labyrinth group. I'm not sure.
Oh. Yeah, we were talking to y'all.
Get off that mute.
Yeah. I don't think they know we talking about them though.
Hey, nobody can hear you.
Yeah, we were looking at your painting.
I should text. Yeah.
You want to show your painting? They're like,
If they're
what we
seriously
talking
on
about? I know.
Oh,
I'm confused.
Show your painting. Yeah. Oh, they got some cute peacocks. Yeah, they chilling.
I'm a little behind, but
It's all right.
but I got
Oh, yeah, that's cute.
so
I
yeah.
like those.
That's really good, Carol.
Thank you. I'm gonna have to disconnect, but thank you so much, Dan, for the invitation. Enjoyed the session. I'll definitely be back for another one.
Awesome. Really glad you're here.
Yeah,
We'll be doing it again soon.
sounds good. You all take care.
Thanks, you too, Carol.
Is it Feely? Is that how you pronounce your name?
Fairly.
Oh, Feely. Oh, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay, except that when I paint, I really paint slow.
It's all right.
What
Oh,
is the
she did a
color
black background.
for the what do you call this? The feathers on the hair, on the head?
You can do any color. I did purple. So you could do it any kind of color you want to use.
Okay.
Green.
Mhm. I think what I'm gonna do is see what will blend with the rest of the colors.
Okay. Shay, Jenna, Hannah, Andrea, and Kate. Oh, that's pretty. See, she did totally different colors. Still working on it, Kelsey? Shopper. So I don't know if Daniel's there. Let me see. Let's see, male peacocks. So I don't know if any of y'all know, but in some cultures, a peacock symbolizes integrity. So it's represents truth, honor, and beauty, and it also promotes self-esteem and vision. So there's a Greek mythology story that goes along with the peacock, if you're into Greek mythology. But Hera was Zeus's wife. She was a Greek goddess, and she transformed her guardian Argus into a peacock because he had 100 eyes. And the feathers of Argus were marks of beauty, which represented heaven. So in Greek mythology, the peacock represents heaven, which is all seeing, wisdom, vision, and knowledge. So I thought that was a kind of cool story about the peacock in Greek mythology. So hopefully when you see that or see a peacock, those are things that that you remember, knowledge, wisdom, and vision and knowledge.
I just thought they were dumb, pretty birds.
Yeah, I didn't know that they could fly. Like, can you imagine watching a peacock fly? You would imagine these things can get up to 5 feet and they can be about 13 pounds. Which is kind of cool. Oh, look at yours, Kelsey. That's pretty. You drew yours, didn't you? Yeah, look at you.
Yeah.
It came out better when you drew it yourself.
Can you show that again, Kelsey? I was looking down.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, she freehand hers.
Nice.
Cool.
I love how you did the eyes of the feathers.
Yeah.
What does yours look like, Angelica?
I'm giving a second to dry because I go heavy-handed on the paint. Ah, I don't drop it.
See, you did a lot of blending.
Yeah, well,
There you
because
go.
whenever I think of a peacock, I always feel like the feathers are like
Are
they're just
spread
like-
out.
Yeah, and like I feel like all the colors are blended.
Yeah. So remember, when you see the blue one, that's a male. And if you see a green or a brown one, those are females. If you see a green one, that's rare because they're endangered. So I don't think I'll always remember that when I see them.
I wonder if there's any at the Miller Park Zoo.
I'm not sure. I know that there are some at Brookfield Zoo. I don't know if you've ever been there, but I know that there are some at Brookfield Zoo.
I don't think I've been there in like 15 years.
No, I've seen them here over at Moraine View State Park. I used to go there quite often, and they just walk around. There's like a small road that drives all the way around the lake.
Oh,
They're
really?
in the wild. They're just walking around.
No. I know I have some wild turkeys around behind my house. They look like small ostriches almost, but I know they're dangerous. They like fighting in the middle of the street. Like, and you can't go around them. You don't want to hit them, but you know, they're weird little birds.
For sure.
And I am terrified of birds. Like, I I don't know. When I was younger, I lived in Oak Park, which is a suburb of Chicago. And my parents took me downtown to Daily Plaza to see the Christmas tree. And I remember I was maybe 5 years old. And in Daily Plaza, the pigeons were all, standing out in the middle of this little open plaza. And my little self waddled over there and I'm like, oh, the birds. Something happened where either a car backfired and made this large noise and these birds just flew up all around me. And so ever since then, like I've just been terrified of birds.
You ever see the Hitchcock movie about them?
Yes, I have.
That didn't help.
No, it did not. And then came here in college and then living here with ducks and crows and it's just been,
Don't forget the geese, especially.
yeah. I
Yeah.
call them ducks. I know they're geese, but I call them like, get the ducks off the road.
We live off a lake in Heather Ridge, and we have a couple blue herons just right outside
Mhm.
the little corner of our lake where we have. They almost every morning they're out there, and they disappear during the winter, and then they come back.
Oh, okay.
Those
Well,
are
thanks.
pretty cool.
Thank you, girls. It looks like you all are wrapping up, but thank you all for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having us. I did
No
already.
problem. Shay,
My
Jenna,
internet
Hannah,
kept going out,
Kate.
so I apologize.
It's all right.
Glad y'all could be here.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get you next time too.
Yeah, today I don't know when you all are gonna be if you do this in person or not, but just let me know. Again, I
Okay.
mean I come online and do them. I like meeting with your group.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I guess it's already been half a year. Geez.
I know.
I think maybe if we do them like quarterly, that might work out good. And hopefully the next one we could do in person if, everyone's
Yeah.
vaccinated by then. And seems like things are going back to normal a little better. They're starting to have concerts and, sporting events are up to at least 60%.
Yeah, at least if you ever go outside, take a walk.
Yep.
Like I usually take walks like in the evening time. So
There's a lot of space in that one. What's at the lighthouse? Where you
Yeah.
remember? I guess if we could probably do it there, but you'd have to like newspaper up the table so Chestnut doesn't beat us up
Right. That's a good
yeah.
idea there.
everywhere.
What I usually do is like whenever I do parties, I usually go get like wrapping paper, and that's what I line tables up with. So
That's a good idea too.
yeah, I know the little trick I learned. So that way you could just easily throw it all out when you're done.
Yeah, easy
We're,
cleanup.
we're not
Mhm.
done, but do you want to see what we are ending up with?
Yeah.
She definitely did
Oh,
all the
see,
good stuff.
she is every time she gets on, she does such a good job. She is so good.
Yeah, you should have seen what it started with, what I did, and then she came to help, and it definitely transformed for a better way.
Make sure you sign it. She gonna be worth some money one day.
She must take after her grandma then.
Yeah, she sure does. Good call.
I was thinking your mom was gonna do our paint night because you talked about her.
They were going down to Florida today. Otherwise, I was going to tell her about it. But one of these times, got to get around. Well, it's 2 minutes to the end time, so at this point,
Yeah.
if you're still working and you want to hang out, that's cool. If you're done, feel free. It looks like people are kind of dwindling down here.
Yeah. But again, like whenever you have free time, you can get canvases from the dollar store, and it's just real relaxing time. Like sometimes when I'm stressed out and I got a lot on my mind, I'll just grab a paintbrush and a canvas and just get painting something,
Yeah.
and talk it out. Talk it out. So.
Yep, that's part of the idea here. This flew by, this hour and a half.
Yeah, it did. It did. But it's fun though. I like doing it. If I was in person, I'd probably be dancing around the room or something like that.
All right, next one's definitely in person.
Yeah, whatever you all are comfortable with. But thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
All
Gives
right,
me something to do.
for sure.
I'm an empty nester, so my kids are in college and on their own and in life, and so I'm just trying to figure it all out, like redefine myself.
Yeah, I won't ask your age, but you look much younger than somebody who's an empty nester.
Yeah, I am 45 years old. I am 45 and fine.
Same here.
Yeah, when you
Yep.
started talking about your kids being in college, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yep, I have 2 in college and I am happily divorced.
I
Yeah.
would have guessed you were at least 10 years younger than me.
No. They keep me young. They keep me young.
Cool. Well, everybody, thank you again so much for being here. I'm gonna jump off. We got dinner just showed up, but
Okay.
I'll
Let's
leave
see
it
yours,
open.
Feely. Let me see. Oh, look at that.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
beautiful.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, I hope that you all had fun tonight, and I appreciate it. And again, I love to see you all again.
Thank you again.
Thank
No
you, everyone.
problem.
Have a good
All
week.
right.